Okay, let's talk about ghosting an anime convention. So basically what that means is just someone who goes to an anime convention, but chooses not to buy a badge. So they just walk around talking to people, taking pictures, that kind of stuff. And honestly, this phenomenon isn't that surprising because a lot of people who do buy badges still only do that, or that's the majority of what they do. I know even if there's a bunch of panels I think, yeah, that might be interesting to go to, I'll block off a certain amount of time where I can just roam around the hallways and try to make friends and take pictures and have fun there. A lot of cool things that happen at conventions happen in the hallways and the passing by, so it makes a lot of sense. I know some people that actually won't go to any events at all, even though they buy a badge. They'll only use it to get into the dealer's room. And even then, a lot of those people don't even buy anything from there. It's just looking. So it's not super surprising. But this is kind of a problem for a lot of conventions. There's been a lot of backlash about ghosting lately at certain cons. I go to quite a few. And one of the ways that they do this to try to prevent people from ghosting, because obviously if you're ghosting and you're not buying a badge, then the con isn't making any money, because that's how they get the money, is from you buying your badge. That's how they pay for the convention center and all that kind of stuff. Usually at conventions, you're allowed to just enter into the convention center, and then whenever you want to enter into a panel or the dealer's hall, then they will check your badges at the door. But what some other cons have been starting to do is they will have badge check, which is what it's called whenever there's someone standing at the door checking to make sure you have a badge on, at a certain point in the convention center. So instead of people being allowed to just walk around the actual convention, it's blocked off now. And this can actually cause some problems and frustration, I know especially at a con I've been to, because there are several entrance points to the convention center. So someone might just be trying to walk around to find where to buy a badge, and a volunteer will stop them and yell at them for not having a badge, when in reality they're just trying to find that spot. That happens to me about every year I go to Anime Crossroads because they always move where you buy the badges at, and I always walk in the wrong way for some reason, and then they get extremely mad at me thinking that I'm trying to ghost, when I'm really just trying to spend my money, sorry. Or I've already spent it pre-registering and I'm trying to actually get that. So that's been an issue. I've ghosted before though, like I'll admit to it. There's this one convention that I really don't like. Yeah, it's basically just a scam con. It's one of those conventions where you gotta pay for everything. The baseline badge price for at-the-door 3-day pass rate is about $70, and there's hardly any events or any panels. They're there, but nobody even goes to them. I mean, every time I've actually found them, if they're even in the programming, and they're usually not, it's just hidden somewhere. Oh, look, there's a panel going on. There's nobody in there, so, like, what was even the point? So the only thing that you're buying the badge for, then, is to get into their dealer's hall to spend more money on more stuff there. And then the gaming room cost an additional $30, so it's like, what was the price of the badge for? Just $70 per person for paying for the convention center? That doesn't make any sense, like, considering how many conventions have a free gaming room, like full arcade games set up, and a tabletop gaming, and, like, whatever, PC gaming set up too. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them to do that. So because of that, because I don't support this con, because I think they're kind of scammy, kind of crappy, I just ghosted one year because I felt like hanging out with my friends, but I just didn't see a point in buying a badge whenever I couldn't even use it for anything, except for walking around the dealer's hall, whenever I don't buy things from the dealer's hall 90% of the time anyways. But yeah, so this isn't a PSA on, oh, don't ghost, but I just thought you guys should know what ghosting is and why sometimes conventions are doing stupid stuff and really annoying things to try to prevent it. So, if it's a con that you love that you're going to and you're just poor, you know, maybe come up with the money so you're not hurting the convention because all weebs are poor. I don't know. Just sharing my thoughts there. That's ghosting. Hope I've taught you a thing or two. Probably didn't. There you go.